All right, how's it going, people? Liberal Hill Sunday. Gonna start a little gaming, hopefully. But final battle. Let's talk about it. It happened Friday the 13th. Tried to watch it. Tired. Didn't really get the full effect of the show. So watched a little bit, spaced it out. Saturday, watched a little bit, spaced it out. Also caught up on Impact. Now, finally watching the putting the pieces together of Final Battle. And my final thoughts on Final Battle, Oh, I'll get it later. Are this was not the best Final Battle. I think this is like one of the worst I've seen. Like as far as pay-per-views, one of the worst I've seen all year. I had to put the top up because that'd be annoying. But it just had no excitement to it. This was just so let's get into the show. Skip all the pre-show matches. I don't know why Kenny King versus Red Titus was on the pre-show. That match had so much build-up and hype throughout months, and you basically saying you don't care about the match by putting it on the pre-show. Anyway, first official match of the card: Bandito and Flamita. I swore that it was like some kind of intergender tag match, but no, it's a guy from I don't know. I don't speak Spanish, so it might with the A would be Flamer. Anyway, versus Marty Scroll and Flip Gordon. Um, the ending was cool, like with the double springboard suplex with also the 619. That was cool. Uh, Flamita was botching all over the place. Like, are we sure this is not Sin Cara? And I'm not talking about the old Sin Cara. I'm talking about the shut up. I'm not talking about the second Sin Cara. I'm not talking about Hoolico Sin Cara. I'm talking about original OG Sin Cara botching. Uh, yeah, just like I said, Bandido and Fumio win with the combination finisher. Then you had Vincent versus Matt Taven. Don't know why they took the uh, Vincent Mark. I can't pronounce his last name. But it was some kind of Italian. Um, he's got a cool gimmick, you know. Out of all of the people in the former Kingdom, really like Vincent. Um, and now it just seems like I don't know, man. I don't know where to go with his character. Like that balloon thing was popping up, that was cool. Now they're turning him sort of like Rob Zombie mixed with like uh, drive-in 80s horror. And he kept trying to get that phrase over. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I guess Charles Madison. You know what I'm saying, man? Yeah, man. You don't have to like. It went from okay, you're trying to get this over to this is annoying. This is annoying. Um, he ended up beating Matt Taven. Like Taven hit what was it? His finisher. His finisher. I forgot the name of Taven's finisher. Um, is let's see. You got just the tip. You got climax. Was it the climax? I think it was the climax. It was that move that I forgot Matt Taven's finisher. Thing is that anyway, the finisher that Matt Taven uses all the time to beat people. He hit it twice, and Vince kicked out both times, and then Vince hit his finisher, which I didn't even know this was his finisher. It was a slice. It was a sliced bread. It was like a, a corner run up springboard cutter, and he beat him with one of those. And the story they'll try to tell us that Vince knows all of Taven's moves, but Vince used this new finisher that Taven wasn't ready for. Then after the match, they have like a face to face. And Vince is still going with it. You know what I'm saying, man? Yeah, man. And right as they're about to get into it again, out comes Tyler Bateman. Don't know who this guy is. He looks kind of imposing. Has the weird mustache, really tall, whatever. Uh, he hits Taven with the Tombstone Power Driver, and I guess him and Benny have formed a faction because now they both have the beads on their hands and on their wrist tape, whatever. So who was Caprice Cole was talking about how is it it's just them, or is it like since it's a V, is it 5 people that's coming in? Um, I don't know. I mean, Vince went from one faction, now he's the head of another faction. Um, I guess whatever. Then you had Mark Haskins versus Bully Ray. This match was great. Booty hole. I'm talking about somebody in front of an open fan with their booty hole open, farting constantly. This match was that. Bully Ray pretty much dominated the whole match. In the beginning, he hit Haskins with a plyboard that had barbed wire on it. But then he also like he hit Mark Haskins with it in the back, and then his wife Vicky tried to run up. She tried to run face first in the barbed wire, and Bully Ray just did this, boop. But had pretty much like this was the worst show of Mark Haskins. Like, bro, you're getting shit on by Bully Ray for the entire. Bully Ray had time to sit down in the chair, talk shit with the mic, and wallop the guy. And come on, man, Mark Haskins, and then to make it even worse, to make it. So Bully Ray, he's about to. Well, there are 2 things. So first, Bully Ray, he has a table set up, and he's about to hit Haskins with the powerbomb from the second rope. And Haskins fights out. He looks back at the table, and he sees what Bully Ray. He's done this to multiple people on the second rope, powerbomb through the table, years upon years of footage. And what does Haskins do? He gets up on Bully Ray's shoulders to try Hurricanrana. My man's, your thighs ain't big enough. Pause. You're trying to Hurricanrana a guy that weighs almost 300 pounds. And you got your. And then at the end of the match, Vicky Haskins comes out with the cheese grater. Well, she picks up a cheese grater that Bully brought into the ring. And she like presses it up against Bully Ray's penis or balls or whatever. And Haskins gets help from his wife to throw Bully Ray off of the top rope to the table. And then hits I think it was a double stomp. Mark Haskins. And your name's Overkill. Anyway, then you had Alex Shelley versus Colt Cabana. This match was straight grappling, chain wrestling at its finest. I don't think a single punch, kick, or anything was thrown. It was just straight grapple, which it was entertaining for what it was. Alex Shelley gets a trap pin on Colt Cabana. Nothing really bad to say about the match. Then you had Maria Manic completely assault Angelina Love. This wasn't a match. This was a legalized beating. Maria Manic didn't let Angelina Love get any offense, which is weird because Angelina Love is a Hall of Fame type talent, and she's just got nothing. I don't know who damn. I just thought about it. That's weird. They had this big final battle. Pay-per-view, and the RoH Women's Champion wasn't on here. By the way, real quick, let me just Google who is the RoH Women's Champion. Okay. So it's Kelly Klein on her third reign, but she wasn't there. Okay, let's type that in real quick. Why? RoH fires Kelly Klein. Okay. And support who has been. Yeah, they'll take their part of the email. The Kelly, remember she was. Okay. All right, let me read this. Uh, the 33-year-old wrestler recently spoke out in support of former ROH employee Joey Mercury, who has been pointing out issues with the company via social media. In particular, he published an email from GM Greg Gilland with Klein's permission that revealed she wasn't even making $24,000 a year with the promotion and implied that all female talent in the company had to be paid the same amount. A rep for Ring of Honor told WrestleZone, "We normally don't discuss the matter, but since it seems like we did not fire Kelly but we did notify her that we would not be re-signing her when her current agreement expired. She is still under contract through the end of the year." Wowzers. All right, first let's step back. Let's just step back from this. So Kelly Klein doesn't make $24,000 a year, and she's the champ. Like, okay, I kind of get it. It's a small company making 25,000. Wait a minute. 20, 25. Okay, 25,000. You also have independent booking, so you yeah, it's like maybe 30, 40,000 a year, depending on how many show booking. Um, but still, let's just say 20,000. I would think if you're the champ, and I know wrestling is scripted, but if you're the champ, you should be making a little bit extra while you're holding the belt, and if you can get more butts in seats, then you should get a raise. But if it's in ROH, if you're a woman, no matter what level you are, you're the champ, you're high, you're low, you still make the same as a bottom, a jobber lady. I don't know how to say that correctly. That's kind of a problem, ROH. Uh, so what are you gonna do about that belt? I also wondering why the women's roster is kind of like just right now in Ring of Honor. I guess that answers it, whatever. Next. All right, what the hell? Oh, okay. Here we go. All right. Next, you had Dragon Lee versus Shane Taylor. Apparently, Shane Taylor's formed a group with Soldiers of Savagery called Shane Taylor Promotion. Uh, Dragon Lee ends up winning this match. This is probably the best match on the card. Um, Dragon Lee hits a knee. I think he wins with the knee, but he also kicks out of that greens from 215 from Shane Taylor, which was just insane, man. Like, really, you're shitting on finishers, but it's a pay per view. It's more understandable. Pretty much the best match on the card, Dragon Lee versus Shane Taylor. Then you had Jonathan Grisham and Jay Lethal versus the Briscoes. Nothing really bad to say here, man. It was just a standard wrestling match. Jay Lethal gets the win for his team with a tights roll up. But with Jonathan Gresham in there, he was just surgical up in this bitch. The leg work, the arm work, just and then you had Jay Lethal, pretty much wrestling, mistake-free wrestling. Briscoes doing what they do. Nothing really bad to say about this match. You got new champions. Yeah. Then let me take a sip of water on this one. Ooh, PCO versus RoH. Now, I know a lot of people gonna say PCO's old, PCO's this. Look, I don't really care about age. It's more about the wrestling match. People are character. Where's the character? PCO has a character. He's the French Canadian Frankenstein monster or whatever, and he's pretty much been living that character in the matches or whatever. Uh, this match, I see where they're trying to go. RoH, he's this big, strong, young guy, and PCO, he's over 50 and everything like that, but he's still a monster or whatever. And RoH is just dominating the match because he's the young whatever guy. He's whatever. Where they had this match mess up, where it just completely hit the bricks, was when they are fighting outside, and PCO's by this hearse, and out comes Destro, and nobody like who the fuck is that guy? And he comes out, gets into the hearse, and he's like searching. It takes him like a minute. He finds a crowbar. People are like, oh my god. Then he like goes to like uh, open up the thing or whatever, the hood, and it takes him a while. He has to crack it. People are like, oh my god, that shit again. Oh my fucking god. And then he does the jump cable on PCO, and then PCO goes crazy. And I'm thinking, okay, after he does that whole jumper cable thing, that should have been the match. He should have just shit on RoH after that. But no, they keep fighting. And it's just like, okay. PCO saw through tape. Like that part right there, that completely dunked on the match. Like, if they didn't have that part of the match, it probably would be a better match. But because they had that whole, who the fuck is that guy? What the fuck is he doing? What the fuck is that? That whole thing in the middle of the match? Nah, man. I don't know what they were thinking. Like, they should have it planned out a lot better. Like, hey, Destro, drive PCO to the ring in the hearse. Like, yeah, that probably would have been better. Drive him to the ring in the hearse, pull him out. They wrestle a little bit. PCO gets shit on. They go back to the hearse. You have the thing ready. Bust it open. Put it out. Revive PCO. He goes all crazy. Blah blah blah. They probably have a little bit more of the match for a little bit. Whatever. And then he wins the title. Not we just won PCO salt. Like, they should have just automatically did the table spot automatically. But yeah, man, this could have been done a lot better. I don't have any complaints against PCO winning the title. 50 years old, whatever. Like, really, PCO. Let's be honest here. It's about his character, his wrestling, and this guy could, at 50 plus, he could hit NXT in probably the next year or two. And then people were like, PCO. Yeah, man, just bad execution on Ring of Honor's part. Like, that's really what they should have did. They shouldn't have had Destro come out by himself. Like, come on, man. Who is that guy? Like, he's wearing like a leather onesie. Like, what? Who? And, yeah, man. Just yeah. Dragon Lee, Shane Taylor, best match. If you're gonna watch any match from this show, that's the one to watch. If you just want to watch some good old fashioned tag team wrestling, Jay Lethal, John Grisham versus the Briscoes, nothing bad to say about that match. The PCO stuff, I would say watch it, but you're gonna get pissed off at that segment. That segment just completely shit the bed. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get out of here. Final battle, and I won't be watching any of the Ring of Honor television shows because it's gonna be 2 weeks behind. 2 weeks behind Ring of Honor, and you just had a pay-per-view. What's up with that? Somebody fix that in 2020. Can we fix that, Ring of Honor? After a pay-per-view, can we have the show that comes on next instead of 2 weeks behind, 3 weeks behind, a month behind? Can we have consistent television programming that interludes with pay-per-views, like television, pay-per-view, fall out from the pay-per-view on the television show. Television. Build up to the next one. Build up. Pay-per-view. You get what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'll catch you guys later.